Hello and welcome to Where You're Not Entertained. I'm Daniel.
I'm Rachel.
And I'm James.
And we're going to be talking about The Mandalorian Season 2, Episode 1.
We're getting it, finally. Second season. We've been waiting for this. And in a year full of a pandemic and lack of good stuff to watch, I have been anticipating this heavily.
Yes, I've been looking forward to this for a long time. We'll say a long time. It feels like a long time. Everything
been a
feels
long time.
long this year.
And they did not let us down, man.
No, not at all. This is definitely one of my favorite, if not my favorite episodes.
Yeah, so heads up, spoiler alert. We're going to ruin everything, so go watch it first and then come back.
Yeah, please.
What about you, Rachel?
It was interesting. I did not podcast The Mandalorian Season 1 with you guys.
No, you did
Right.
not.
But you watched it.
Yeah, I watched it. I can't say that it's exactly my thing.
Yeah.
It's good, but it's not my favorite, so I don't anticipate the episodes quite like you guys do.
Boo. No.
I mean, for me, what it is the fact that The Mandalorian seems to really be doubling down on the original Star Wars theme of the space western. And
Exactly.
I've always found that the most entertaining portion of Star Wars. And you start off this episode in the really cool, like rundown dark city and the kind of seedy underbelly of a futuristic space city. And it quickly sends them right back to Tatooine. And I was so glad to hear that because that's where the coolest stuff happens. Plus, that's how you get Jawas. And I love Jawas.
Yes, the Jawas are good. I really enjoyed the first scene where the guy kind of pulls the double cross on him.
Yeah. Do you gamble, Mando? Not when I don't have to.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, of course, him being a Mandalorian, he's not having it. You're not just gonna just double cross me.
And it was some good hand-to-hand combat. We don't see that very often from the first season. Most of it was, blasters and little missiles out of his arm.
Right. Yeah, exactly. He did use the missiles.
Yeah, he did, because you get that great scene where the baby Yoda or whatever it is, it closes its little hover pod.
The child.
Yeah, no, that was awesome.
He's like, nope.
I know what's about to happen.
Yep. None for me, thank you.
Right.
But yeah, then he wipes the floor with him and then chases the guy out of the back of the place. And
pulls
so that's
a scorpion on him and like grabs him by the feet and is like, get over here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I really loved about it. And then he hangs him up. And you don't really think about it, but it's just like there's just streetlights or whatever. Or a streetlight, really. So he's been in the light the whole time, and then he shoots out the light, and you see all these little red eyes pop up, and the guy's screaming, no! So you know It's not good.
And they foreshadow it in the beginning when he's walking up to the door that he goes in for the fight. Like, you see all those red eyes in the darkness, and you're kind of wondering, like, what is that? Is that just something they're going to kind of wash away? But no, they had a good use for it.
Exactly. It was very nice.
And they send him back to Tatooine, and then we get a great moment because I love Timothy Oliphant.
Yeah.
Before that, we get the return of Amy Sedaris.
Yes.
I'm glad she's back. She's wonderful in season 1. So seeing her return here made me very happy.
Yeah, but she's no longer the babysitter.
And man, there's something else that happens. As soon as Timothy Oliphant arrives, before he takes that helmet off, if you've been around Star Wars long enough, you realize that's freaking Boba Fett's armor.
Yes, it is.
That's a big deal.
And I know nothing about Star Wars, so I didn't know what that was until afterwards when it was explained to me.
Yeah, no, immediately I was like, that's Boba Fett's stuff.
Yep.
He died in the Sarlacc pit. So
Yes,
supposedly, I mean, if Legends, he didn't die in there, but that's washed away now. And
Well,
spoiler
yeah.
alert, guess what? He didn't die. That's who you see at the end.
Ah, okay.
That is Boba Fett, and it's the same actor that they got to play like his father in the what is it, episode 2?
The Clone Wars.
I think
Is
that's
that
the
what
one.
you're
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah. He's the same guy who played Jango Fett, his father.
Oh, okay.
And
Gotcha.
so-
Yeah, so I didn't miss it. Like I saw it, but I didn't understand what it was, what they were alluding to there.
They
at the
did a
very
lot with
end.
this episode, man. They came out swinging season 2.
Yes, they did.
But back to what Rachel was saying.
It was really
was that?
captivating and entertaining.
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Right.
But yes,
Right.
Rachel, you're right. Timothy Oliphant. That in and of itself would have made this episode.
Oh,
right. Yeah.
I am a huge
yeah.
Timothy
And
Oliphant
as somebody
fan.
that's not exactly after, he's always good, but then especially seeing him in Santa Clarita Diet, anything he shows up in now is like, he's going to be great.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Timothy Oliphant for a long time, so it's pretty much anything he's in, I've liked him in. So
And
seeing him in this, it's like, yeah, sweet.
I knew it was him before he even took the helmet off because he's got such a unique way of walking.
Yeah,
I didn't recognize that.
He's got this like funky pigeon-toed, narrow hip kind of thing that he does, and he always did it when he was in
Deadwood?
that
Justified.
cowboy, Justified,
Oh, yeah.
and Deadwood as well.
And
Yeah,
Well,
basically when he's a
that's
cowboy,
how the man walks. So
Yeah.
yeah, you really notice it in cowboy boots.
yeah, fair.
But yeah, I clocked that walk. I was like, oh,
Is that Timothy Oliphant?
is it Timothy Oliphant? And he takes the helmet off.
Yep.
my
It's
God.
Timothy Oliphant.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, and that's the giveaway. That's the dead giveaway, even if you don't know that
Mhm.
he's not a Mandalorian.
Yes.
It's also the moment that's the moment you realize he's not a Mandalorian.
Right.
He's just wearing the armor.
exactly
yes.
dead giveaway.
hmm
Yeah, and then I think it's great to see them figure out a plan how to end the giant sandworm reign of terror.
Yeah, I was actually kind of sitting there thinking, I was like, oh man, Dune got delayed. So I guess like this is the holdover that we get with the giant sandworm.
Yeah,
And
whatever
that thing
you
was
call him.
cool.
It was awesome
It
to
was
watch.
huge.
Great dragon.
For them to talk about. We feed them our giant furry yaks, whatever
Yeah.
those are called, and
The
instead of
Bantha? I think
okay,
so, yeah,
Bantha. And instead of getting that, it gets the little guy holding it.
Yeah.
Whoops.
That was a great moment.
Yeah, I like how the ground starts rumbling and it runs away to the side and he runs back. That's not
Yep.
going to work, buddy. Unfortunately, that sucks for you.
Yeah.
You didn't think you were going to be the snack. To keep it asleep, that was the goal, is to try to keep it slumbering.
hmm
But yeah,
I do love the way that they tied in the Tusken Raiders as well, because that's something that's always been a part of Star Wars, but they're always this like kind of mysterious side group, and to have the townsfolk actually have to team up with them was a pretty cool feat.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and they're always kind of the bad guy, right? Anytime you see them.
Yeah.
And so in this, you get to understand more about them if you
Mhm.
didn't already know. You know, they've been living there for hundreds of years. So
Right.
they've become very, very adept at living in like dead desert and what you have to do to survive in that, which is raid, kind of pillage.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
So
Survival of the fittest.
exactly. And so you kind of understand why the townspeople don't really like them. So it kind of feeds into the whole like cowboys and Indians thing, right?
hmm
And so you get to understand them and then respect them for what they are and then work with them,
Right.
even though they did drop a bomb and try to blow the place up on accident.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things that you have you have the newcomers, and then you have the people who've been there forever. And in a harsh world like Tatooine, every person's just trying to eke out some sort of living for themselves because you don't have much of a choice.
Because Tatooine sucks.
Right. I mean, it's awesome on film, but I wouldn't want to be there.
No, it would be horrible. Jeez. Get anything to get off this planet. Send me somewhere else. The fact that you can get off of a planet and you still live there is like mind-boggling.
Right. I did have a question. Do you think that was an egg at the end that they found?
I'm not sure. It was either an egg or a giant pearl.
Right.
Rich, I found a pearl.
Yeah, they seemed really happy if it was an egg.
They were, well, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, the
Because
Jawas were pretty happy about the egg last time from the rhino.
That's true.
Yeah, but the existence of an egg for that thing implies the existence of another one of them
Right.
to have created said egg. And
Oh, they're alien. Maybe they reproduce asexually.
yeah, so fair enough. But are they just excited because they can slaughter the egg? Or I don't know. That seems kind
Or are
of
they going to try to
dark.
grow another great demon or whatever, or great
pet
dragon or
one.
whatever?
They're gonna,
Yeah.
they're gonna train their dragon.
Right into battle on a sandworm,
Exactly.
like the
domesticate
Mojahideen.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah. So that's
very
a
good episode, man.
Good question. I get the sneaking suspicion that we might find out what that was about. I would hope. I mean, they made kind of a scene of it.
Yeah, and this episode had a lot of scenes that felt like they were preludes to the rest of the season.
Yeah. Definitely so.
So I'm very excited to see what happens with the rest of it. I'm so glad it's back. I'm kind of glad that it's back weekly, so it gives me something to do for a period of time instead of just like, I'm going to binge it this weekend and then it's over with.
Yeah,
So-
exactly. Sit through all of them and then go, huh, well, that's over.
Right.
That was awesome. Huh. Now what am I going to do?
For, another 360 days.
I don't know, but then now you have like a weekly commitment.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but it's also a 30-minute episode. They're not typically, it's not a big commitment.
it's also not a commitment. I mean, nobody's holding a gun to your head.
I didn't sign a contract.
Yeah, exactly.
You're committing to this thing every week, once a week. You know?
Oh,
We
God.
have a commitment because we're doing
It's a
episodes
big
on them.
Step.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's different for us, but I would say in general, as a watcher, like the fact that it's a weekly release, you might, I guess, social media kind of sucks with that kind of stuff.
You do need to watch it quickly.
You do need to watch it kind of quickly because
Yeah.
it will get ruined for you at some point, at least. But maybe you can wait till the next day. Stay off your phone.
Well, was there anything else you wanted to cover on this one? Being 30-minute episodes, we keep these pretty short. So
Yeah, we keep these pretty short. No, I don't. Not anything that's coming to mind.
okay.
I think
Yeah,
we're
no,
good.
I thought this was an amazing start to another season. It fulfilled all the excitement that I had going into it and lived up to it. So I'm super stoked to see what they bring next week and for the rest of the season.
Yeah, like I said, one of my favorite, if not my favorite episodes so far. So
Yeah,
yeah,
same.
really good. High production value. How's that?
All right. Well, then
Rachel's
I think that's
just
pretty much...
along for the ride.
Yeah, no, it was good.
That was good.
Timothy
yeah.
Oliphant might come back. Sweet.
Yeah, definitely keep watching for that.
Yeah. All right. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed our coverage of The Mandalorian. Definitely go check it out. Stay tuned. We'll have a new episode on this every single week. Thank you for joining us, and please join us next time on Were You Not Entertained?